श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। सद्गुरु श्री साईनाथ निशरत बाबूजी की जय। Rose Petals, Volume 1, Chapter 9, Concretizing Fulfillment. Devotee: Guruji, what exactly is it that causes this longing, this desire inside us for liberation and enlightenment, for seeking Baba? Where does this longing come from? Guruji: I think I explained this many times. It happens because you feel you need something, that you are lacking something, but you don't know what it is. And when you see Baba, he personifies, he epitomizes, he gives you a concrete picture of what you are aspiring to. You can't explain it, you can't describe it, but something tells you instinctively, intuitively, mysteriously, he is the one. He is the concretization of your abstract sense of fulfillment. Baba triggers that abstract sense in you, and because it represents your own sense of fulfillment, you love him. Just as you love your own fulfillment, you love Baba. Your love for Baba is another way of saying your love of your own abstract idea of fulfillment. Otherwise, there is no reason for you to love Baba. Why should you love Baba? Only because in your heart, Baba stands for that. Devotee: Guruji, so many people come and prostrate to you and seek your blessings. How do you feel when they touch your feet? Guruji: I don't feel anything. I don't even think that it is to me they are doing namaskar. Everyone has their own abstract sense of fulfillment, which they are constantly seeking to make concrete. It is to that sense of fulfillment that everyone always surrenders. Since it is so abstract and diffuse, you do not experience it clearly, so everyone is struggling to realize and concretize it. For some, their sense of fulfillment is triggered by a Sadguru like Sai Baba, who stands as a concrete symbol of their abstract ideal. To them, a Sadguru is the means to their fulfillment, so as part of their efforts, they seek a Sadguru and surrender to him. Outwardly, they seem to have surrendered to the Sadguru, but in reality, they have surrendered to their own sense of fulfillment. If you understand this process and its mechanism, you will realize that all these people who are prostrating to me are not really touching my feet. Actually, they are trying to touch their own state of fulfillment. You asked what I feel when people do namaskar. Yes, if at all I feel anything, I feel that those namaskars are being offered not to me but to Sai Baba, because Sai Baba is the concrete image of my own sense of fulfillment and perfection. Also, most people need a guru to trigger and help concretize their sense of fulfillment. So it is their need for a guru that makes some people see me as one and treat me as such. For myself, I feel no need for devotees or disciples, so I do not see them in that light. Devotee: Guruji, would you explain what you mean by concretization of the abstract? Guruji: Suppose you know that someone has deposited 1 lakh rupees in your bank account, but you don't have a checkbook and you cannot withdraw it. Do you think you are rich or poor? You are rich, but you need a checkbook in order to concretize it, to actually get hold of the rupees. The fact that there's 1 lakh rupees on deposit is abstract. Getting them in your hand by withdrawal, that is concretization. I will say it again. You do not surrender to a guru or to a Satguru or a Buddha. You always surrender only to your own sense of fulfillment. Everybody surrenders, is already surrendered. Many people do not know to what they have surrendered because their idea of what fulfills them is still so abstract, so unclear, so confusing. But it is the surrender to your own sense of fulfillment which is expressed, is enacted when you touch the feet of a Buddha because he stands as a concrete symbol of this for you. Just as when I look at Sai Baba, he is the concrete expression of my sense of fulfillment. And because you can see your abstract ideal in something concrete, the process of clarifying it becomes possible. It becomes more earthly and more real. Once we realize this is actually our own process, then all our doubts cease. You only surrender or give up at the feet of your own life, not somebody else's. So I am not asking you to give up your life. No, take it. Make your whole life the path leading to that final fulfillment. Then everything, every breath you take, is breathing for your longing of fulfillment. Everybody, every living creature is seeking something, some kind of fulfillment. Everybody. There is nothing like spiritual seekers and non spiritual seekers. Everyone is seeking something. Some seek money, some seek fame, some family, some children, some seek comfort. There are so many ways to seek. Why do people seek these things? Because they think that is where their fulfillment lies. They do not know whether getting it will actually give them fulfillment. Their sense of it is still so abstract and unclear that they believe they will be fulfilled by obtaining these things. If I get a good job, I'll be fulfilled. If I have $1 billion in a Swiss bank account, yes, I'll be fulfilled. Or if I have a beautiful wife, I'll be fulfilled. And she says, if I have an obedient husband, I'll be fulfilled. So many things. Everybody has their own concepts that they are trying for. But to some, in spite of getting all these things, a good job, good wife, house, children, bank account, some name and fame, living all these stories, the stories of their lives, they still experience that something is missing. Yes, I have everything. What is lacking? Nothing. But are they really fulfilled? Do they have everything? Are they in such ecstatic contentment that every second of their life they are experiencing that happiness? Or it can be a kind of complacency. Yes, we have everything. What more to say? What more to think of? But to some, this is not enough. They still feel something is missing. To those who experience that missing part is a mystery. It's their missing story. It is a mystery, in fact, they do not know what gives them fulfillment. Then, for some reason, I don't want to go into the concepts of why, they come across the concrete form of a person who they feel, without any reason, will give them fulfillment, who somehow embodies their own abstract sense of that. In my case, for instance, it was Sai Baba. Just looking at him, I felt satisfied. Not that he had given me anything, not that he's such a handsome figure, not that he's a good speaker or writer. Actually, we do not know whether he's a scholar, an intellectual, nothing. We haven't even heard him speak. But still, by looking at him, something happens where we feel a sense of security and contentment, a happiness, a sense of fulfillment. As though something that was abstract got concretized. Ah, this is it. This is the one. How? We do not know. We simply feel an attraction and mingle with that attraction a sense of security. Not that we have got any security from him, not that he has given a warranty, any guarantee that don't worry, I'm going to take care, your troubles I know, I'm going to do it. No, he hasn't said anything and we haven't received anything, but still we experience a sense of security. He will take care. Nothing will happen to me. What is this feeling? It's not just a simple joy like watching a movie or looking at nature. It is a carefree joy, a joy coupled with a sense of security. Even if something happens to me, he's going to take care. Why? We don't know. Is it because we are so deserving? We don't know. or whether he is so anxious to help us, that also we don't know. But we are so sure that yes, he is going to help, that if at all we are in trouble, we know where to turn. Just the presence, just the thought of him, just the sight of his form reassures, and there is no why, no how. What is the basis of this attraction? What is the basis of this attraction? What is the basis of this contentment, this fulfillment, this sense of security, this carefree joy? We don't know of any reasons. So that is the mystery. Finally, if you want to call the form which has given you all this a Sadguru, yes, you can call him a Sadguru. Or you can call him by whatever name you like. But what happens here is this: the missing story in the mystery is the fulfillment that happens through the Sadguru. If you want to add some more concepts and mystify it some more, okay. Or if you want to know exactly what is going on here, then this is what's going on. Nothing more, nothing less. श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय. सद्गुरु श्री साईनाथ निशरत बाबूजी की जय.